Hey guys, this is a year in review, a flying year in review for me. 58 flights this year, just 4 foreign flights on Finnair towards Finland, mainly domestic, 3 new airports actually, Shirdi, Nasik on the same trip, actually the very first IndiGo service between Nashik and Delhi, and finally flying to Leh. A beautiful approach into Leh, as you saw those mountains in the intro video. But what was it like for Indian aviation in 2024? Let's take a recap of the year where we lost Vistara officially, even though the planes still remain. Also, officially, the Jet Airways insolvency is finished. The company has been liquidated, and also pretty much officially, Go Air is dead. But what is impressive is that SpiceJet somehow raised 3,000 crore rupees and is going to survive yet again. So let's take a recap of the happenings in 2024 in Indian aviation. So let's start with the elephant in the room, the Vistara Air India merger. It was finally operationalized on the 11th of November, actually the midnight of the 11th and 12th of November 2024. From that day, the UK code was retired. Please do watch my video about what happens to the UK code on the link above. And, well, Vistara aircraft and, of course, cabin crew and cockpit crew all remain, even though the cockpit crew is now flying all over the Air India fleet. Vistara's aircraft are actually now being used by Air India on their premium services between metropolitan cities because Air India has also suffered from the supply chain shortage like many other airlines, something we'll get to later. Their refurbishment plans are stalled, and they figured out they make a lot of money from premium economy seats. Um, Sad to see Vistara go, but of course, unlike, say, a Jet Airways or a Go Air or a Kingfisher, they haven't gone insolvent, they still survive. And I hope Air India imbibes some of the service standards of Vistara as they continue to improve under the Tata Sons umbrella. So let's see what happens in 2025. And that's over there, you can see A350 in the new Air India colors. Hope to see a lot more smaller aircraft and possibly the first 787s and A321s in the new livery as well quite soon. Now, as I just mentioned, supply chain issues have hit Indian aviation really hard. Air India's refurbishment plans have gone for an utter toss, whether they're the domestic Air India aircraft or the international Air India aircraft. Air India has not been able to refurbish the aircraft because there is a shortage of seats. But no airline has been hit harder by the lack of aircraft as much as Akasa. And the failure of Akasa to grow to the levels they would want to because Boeing's production issues with the 737 MAX after the Alaska Airlines door blowout got the 737 line to a screeching halt has meant that they closed 2024 with only 26 aircraft in the fleet when they expected to have closer to 32 aircraft in the fleet. Now, you can wonder why Air India Express, which also ordered the 737 MAX and has managed to get 36 of their planes of the 190 aircraft they ordered already flying, why is Akasa being hit so badly? That is because of Akasa's product mix on the order. Air India is willing to take whitetails, that are aircraft that are not taken up mainly by Chinese carriers, because they are configuring them in a standard 189 seat configuration. Many of Akasa's aircraft are the 737 MAX 200, which requires an extra exit door, and the production of the MAX 200 has been hit by the strike and the production shutdown at Seattle. Uh, the other problem is Akasa has also ordered a significant number, particularly their follow up order of 737 MAX 10 aircraft. Now, if you've been following the International Aviation Podcast or Aviation News, you would know the MAX 10 certification has gone for a complete toss. It was supposed to happen couple of years ago. It's not even happened right now. And there's no clarity whether the 737 MAX 10 certification will even happen in 2025. And people are complaining. You see, social media, people are complaining about high fares. They are complaining about the Air India Express plus Indigo duopoly on Indian skies. Well, that's true. We need Akasa to grow up. We need Akasa. But Akasa needs Boeing if you want fares to be in check. And Boeing's supply chain issues and the seat supply chain issue, and even Indigo has suffered from supply chain issues because of Pratt and Whitney's geared turbofan, issues that have grounded so many of Indigo's aircraft. I actually flew a couple of Indigo whitetails and one whitetail on a Coimbatore to Delhi flight. These are the Smart Links aircraft that we brought in on lease by Indigo to maintain their schedule. So, well, at least there's been some scheduled maintenance. Akasa has quite clearly said they will not use leasing to grow. Good on them, but let's hope Boeing can get their act together and make sure Akasa can spread their wings. So as you watch my video of taking off from Coimbatore on one of those Indigo whitetails on SmartLinks, let's talk about 2025 and what we expect to see in Indian skies. Well, this is the year Indigo will be getting their first A321 XLR aircraft, and I'd love to see where they start operations and the layout of the cabin they will do on this aircraft. Will they actually start operations on flights like Delhi to Bali or Delhi to Europe, which the XLR will be able to do, even say a Delhi to Haneda or Narita? So it'll be very interesting. They're also said they're going to be leasing 6 787-9 aircrafts from High Fly. They want to start long haul. They think the market is ripe for the taking. They don't want to funnel traffic through Turkish Airlines in Istanbul or Qatar in Doha. They want to do it themselves. And of course, why not? Indian Airlines should carry Indian domestic traffic that is going to Europe and North America. We should not be funneling traffic towards the Middle Eastern carriers or to Turkish. That's a very good thing Indigo is doing, and more power to them. The other major thing that's going to happen in 2025 is, I believe, Air India and Air India Express will be rationalizing their fleet. All the single class aircraft, whether the 168 seats or 174 or 180 seats, will be going to Air India Express. They'll probably get the cabins a bit better over there. They'll probably rationalize to one class layout, whether it's 180 seats or 186 seats, depending on a Neo or CEO A320. I also expect some of the older A320 CEOs that belong to Air Asia to go back. They'll also be getting lots of deliveries of several new A320 aircraft, but I also expect this year Air India will be getting a few more A350 aircrafts, not the old Aeroflot aircrafts that they've taken up right now, but aircraft from their order. Some of the 787s might also be coming, but no chance of the 777X coming because the 777X has been hit hard on their certification battle also. In fact, Boeing's problems have been the biggest one in Indian aviation, not just Boeing actually, so have Pratt and Whitney's issues. So United Technologies and Boeing have really let Indian aviation, and for that matter, global aviation, down. We hope they can get their act together because, well, this is last chance saloon. If Boeing can't get their act together, God knows what's going to happen in the future. Anyway, here is wishing all of you a very happy 2025. If you like my aviation videos, like my takeoff videos, landing videos, do subscribe to my channel. We are almost at 5,000 subscribers right now. And now take a look at my most scenic takeoff. This was from Helsinki on a Finnair A321 CEO. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching.